Have you ever thought about what actually happens to you under anesthesia? Most people imagine it going something like this. You lie down, close your eyes, and you're simply gone. A little death, a temporary void, and that image alone tends to feel more frightening than the surgery itself. But here's the thing, it's wrong. Anesthesia is not a light being switched off. It's not sleep, and it's not a coma. It's a distinct physiological state that doesn't occur naturally and exists only under medical supervision. So what actually happens to the brain? It keeps working. It simply shifts into a different mode. The connections between brain regions are disrupted, the activity of the cortex drops, and the brain loses its ability to assemble everything that's happening into a single conscious experience. Information still comes in, but the sense of I am here, right now never forms. That's why you remember nothing. Not because you weren't there, but because there was simply nothing for a memory to be built from. Now let's talk about the fears, because there are many, and nearly all of them are based on myths. The first one, you might not wake up. That sounds terrifying. But the statistics say something very different. The risk of death caused specifically by anesthesia in a healthy person is roughly 1 case in 200 to 400,000 operations. To put that in perspective, it's comparable to the risk of a regular commercial flight. In the vast majority of tragic cases, the cause is the severity of the illness itself, not the anesthesia. The second myth, anesthesia makes you less sharp. Not a single major scientific study has confirmed this. Drowsiness, brain fog, minor memory lapses for a few days after surgery, those are real. But they are temporary and they pass completely. The third, you can hear and feel everything while under anesthesia. This phenomenon does exist. It's called intraoperative awareness, but it occurs in fewer than 2 cases per 1,000 operations, and even then, pain is generally not felt. Meanwhile, while you're lying on the operating table, the anesthesiologist is monitoring your heart, blood pressure, breathing, and oxygen levels every single second. You are literally connected to a life support system, under the continuous watch of a trained specialist. The fear of anesthesia is completely understandable. Losing control over your own body is always unsettling. The brain perceives any loss of consciousness as a threat, even when there is no real danger whatsoever. But here is what modern science concludes. Anesthesia is one of the safest medical procedures that exists. As a rule, the condition being treated is far more dangerous than the anesthesia itself. So, if you or someone close to you is facing an upcoming surgery and feeling afraid, now you know what you truly don't need to be afraid of.